Hello everyone, welcome to Fora-Neas. In today's video, we're going to share with you some tips on how to be productive during your time alone or during this quarantine. Let's get started.
Hi, I'm going to share 3 tips to learn a foreign language on your own. The first one is to set your goal. Do you want to learn a foreign language because you want to become fluent in that language, or you just want to learn some sentences that might be useful? Once you have set your goal, you can move on to the second step, that is finding learning material. I will divide this section into 2, grammar and vocabulary. Regarding grammar, I recommend having a notebook and also having like a guideline, because sometimes it's kind of difficult to know what order to follow or where to start. So you can use the order that comes in the textbooks, but it's not necessary that you do exactly what it says. To be honest, I hate textbooks, so just grab the list of topics and then you can use other resources. You can also use websites. For example, this website right here is called Minato, and it has different Japanese courses for different levels that are divided by topics. And this other one is for learning French, and it is also divided by topic. Regarding vocabulary, what I do is that I have these little notebooks where I write down new words. So what I do is that I write down the new word, and next to it I make a little drawing so I don't forget the things so easily. You can also write examples or sentences, whatever you want. And the third item is related to feedback and practice. We need to know if what we're doing is right or wrong, but sometimes it's hard to find a teacher or a friend that corrects us. But fortunately, there are some websites in which you can post your text or your questions and a native speaker will answer them. This website is called Hi Native, and here you can ask native speakers the meaning of a specific word or how to pronounce them if you sound natural, or the difference between 2 words. Another thing that you can do to practice is talking to yourself. It sounds kind of funny, but it's really helpful. You can pretend that you're talking to a friend, and you can practice conversations regarding whatever you want. That's a way to practice your pronunciation and also learn vocabulary related to daily life, routines. You can also find other sources that you enjoy. For example, listening to music in your target language or watching movies, series, videos on YouTube, not only about grammar or vocabulary, but also the topics that you're interested in. For example, I'm interested in traveling or cooking, so instead of looking for that information in my native language, I can do it in my target language. You can also go to conversational clubs in your city or find pen pals on internet. There are many websites in which you can contact native speakers that are also learning, and you can practice with them.
If you want to work out, here are a few things you can do. First, I recommend you to follow YouTube videos because you can easily find beginners and more advanced videos. You can choose whether you want to do an arm workout, chest, legs, glutes, but today I'm gonna do some cardio to warm up, and then I'm gonna do an ab workout.
Now, I personally like to watch Barbara Regian's Instagram lives because she does amazing cardio routines. They are about an hour long, but you can do it as long as you want. And for training apps, you will need something comfortable to lay down. So get a yoga mat or something similar. I got this. I'm choosing another great option, which is Clothing's workout videos.
Those exercises clean brace back, go down this slowly and in the warm-up. Punch up and make sure your back is down proudly, lower your waist down and don't manage your back.
Reading is a most beneficial exercise for our brain and mind, as it could help the human brain perform all its functions as properly as possible. The books lead significantly to the completion of human personality. Readers gain valuable knowledge about the course of life, and their imagination could be excited. It is a means of entertainment, and it generally appears as a person's best friend. It keeps individuals company throughout hours of boredom and loneliness. Additionally, according to scientists, reading offers very tangible benefits for our health. It helps people reduce stress. Especially, according to experts, reading a book before bedtime is an activity that relaxes people and helps them deal with any stressful factors. So, it also helps people combat insomnia. And it helps concentration. Regular readers of books acquire the ability to pay full attention to what they do and think practically in an effective and objective way. It also develops the ability to make decisions and solve problems. Now, I'll give you some instructions for good reading. First, choose a book that is pleasant for you. That is a prerequisite for constructive reading. For example, some people like poetry, but some others don't, and instead they prefer crime fiction. Second, alternate the categories of books that you read, depending on your mood. As you don't desire the same food every day, the same goes for reading. Third, choose a quiet place with good illumination where you feel at ease. Finally, keep the book in a proper distance from your eyes so that you don't get tired because of reading. The ideal distance is between 25 and 30 centimeters.
You can also develop a new skill. Acquiring and mastering skills is important from both personal and professional perspective. But how can you best acquire and master new skills? And what methods are available to help you in practice? I'll give you 3 tips and tactics for you to start developing a new skill. The first tip I can give you is to clearly identify the skills you actually want to build. For some skills, this could be really obvious. For example, if the skill you want to learn is, I want to learn to Dutch type 80 words per minute, you're set to go. On the other hand, I want to learn a musical instrument is far too nebulous. When trying to identify the skill you actually want to build, you need to be able to state it enough so that you can easily follow from that skill to a plan for building it. Ask yourself, what do I specifically want to learn? And why do I want to learn it? If you can answer those 2 questions clearly, you've got the material you need. The second tip is to develop a game plan for building the skill you chose. Once you know the skill you want to build and are willing to commit time daily to building it, you are ready to develop a game plan for that skill. What do you need to do to get from where you are now to where you want to be? If you don't know, do some research on the topic. Understand the things that need to be done to get there. For example, let's say you wanted to master knife use in the kitchen. It might not necessarily be clear what you need to do to gain that skill. Research is the answer. Look towards sources that already know this skill and find out how they learned it. Look for institutions that teach this skill and see if you can discover how they teach it. The last tip is to share the progress you're making along the way. As you begin to build your skills and achieve small milestones, don't just keep these accomplishments inside. Share them with others. Play a simple song for your friends on the instrument you're learning. Show your roommates your new abilities at cutting veggies. Record a video of you typing 80 words per minute. Be confident on your progress and don't be afraid of what other people could say.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Goodbye!